I think it's pretty incredible and something that I'm very proud of, and you know, I was drafted as an 18-year-old kid to the Swans, and to still be here 4 years later with some familiar faces around the squad, and you know, getting to do it alongside like Soph and Cynthia, who I was also drafted with, is something special and something very proud of. Yeah, so I grew up in Melbourne, so it was a very big footy culture down there. I had two older brothers that loved the game that were playing as well, and I guess my dad grew up playing, so kind of was thrusted into it at a very young age. I think I had a footy in hand at the age of 2, and you know, playing and kicking the ball around with my brothers at 4. So I guess it was something that was just meant to be. It was kind of in my blood, in my DNA, and I was kind of lucky enough to grow up in the pathway. Started with the boys, obviously. There wasn't quite a female league there. I think there was me and one other girl that was also playing in the EDFL at the time. And I guess when I was getting to that age of deciding whether or not I was going to play or not, I was kind of one of the fortunate ones that didn't really have to stop. The female program opened up, and I moved over to Keilor Football Club, where I started my female, first girls team, and there was us and 2 other teams, so we would play them on rotation. You'd play 1 week, have a bye, play 1 week. And then from there I got scouted by the Western Jets, where I played through my TAC Cup, which is now Coates League. And then from there, I guess that opened up opportunities for me, and I was able to get scouted into Vic Metro, and then was fortunate enough to be drafted by the Sydney Swans. At the club, I guess someone who had a big impact on me when I first came here would have been Brooke Lachlan. I guess, you know, moving states is quite daunting, and she kind of took me under her wing and kind of showed me the ropes. I was still flying in every Friday, flying out every Sunday, because I was doing VCE down in Melbourne. So it was quite a tough first year trying to get used to, you know, playing in a high performing environment while also focusing on my studies and my VCE. So I guess having her as kind of like that big sister role model to kind of show me the ropes, but also like help me with my off-field stuff was very important, especially in that period of my life. And I guess someone outside of that, I guess it had a big impact on me when I was a young girl. Would have been my dad. I guess that's where I started playing footy, and that's where the love grew for me. I guess getting to go out into the backyard and kicking with him every afternoon is kind of where he taught the foundation of football for me. Our first finals win, I think that was such a monumental moment for the team and for the club. I think after the first year we struggled a little bit, probably didn't have the list that the depth in our list that we wanted, and you know, it was a team thrown together very quickly, and we did the best with what we had. And I guess from coming from 0 wins in the first year to then, you know, putting in the work in the off season, a lot of girls went away and really went to work on what they needed to, and came back fitter and stronger, and it really put us in a good stead for that year. When we did start getting the wins under our belt, we kind of thought, oh, we can do this here, and to make the finals, and then to not only make it but win it after, you know, having a winless season prior to that was quite a big achievement for us, and something that we will always be proud of. I think it's the culture here and kind of the connection and sense of belonging that you feel as soon as you walk through the building. It's something that drew me to the club, especially when I was being interviewed as an 18-year-old. And I guess they've always created that family in one club mentality around here. When you walk in the doors, no matter who it is, staff member, the boys, you know, the men's coaches, the female coaches, you can kind of sit down next to anyone and have a chat. And I think that's something really important in the club, to create that sense of environment. So then when you do step on to the footy field, you have your why, and then you're not just playing for the 21 girls you're next to, but you're also playing for the entire club.